Hi there, it's Kim. I just want to come to you for a couple minutes today and just talk about peace again for a minute. I know I did another video earlier this week, kind of along that subject, but I want to talk about being in God's perfect will and His perfect peace. I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can. I don't normally do this many videos in a week, but maybe somebody needs to hear this. Today I realized something. I realized that sometimes we have to act on that just niggling inside of us when something doesn't feel right. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just can mean it's not for us. And we need to be able to learn to discern that as a lack of peace. There had been something that I had been offered back several weeks ago now, maybe even a couple of months. And in the beginning, when it first was offered to me and we first started to talk about it, I felt an excitement about it. I felt an excitement because it was something that I used to do and I loved doing. I felt excitement because it was something that was up my alley. I felt an excitement because it represented just really networking and moving in and getting to know other people and branching out, all kinds of things. There was all kinds of possibilities that were linked to this opportunity. And I was excited about it. I was excited about it, but there was something the whole time that was kind of niggling at me, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought maybe it's just because I'm tired. Maybe I've got enough on my plate. Maybe there's things I need to stop doing and make room for this. I was in a bit of a turmoil for weeks, really. There were times when I would be on a conversation about it and I would be excited, but as soon as the conversation ended, within a little while, I would start to just kind of feel this lethargy or this tiredness that would come over me when I would think about it. And, basically the amount of time and work and everything. And I thought, well, what's going on with me? This is not me, but I didn't recognize what it was. Today I was sitting at my desk and I had just finished actually dealing with another issue where I need to make a decision. And I was sitting at my desk and I was thinking about this situation. And I had actually, for a couple of days, I had avoided responding to a message because I knew it was going to be another conversation about the same thing, and I just didn't have an answer, and I thought, I don't want to get on another conversation where I act like I'm not interested, or I act like I'm not cooperating or whatever. So I need to know. I said, and I asked God, I was like, well, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I not excited about this? This is an awesome opportunity. And I just felt like the Lord was saying to me, you don't have peace. And so then, of course, I began to analyze myself and wondering, why don't I have a peace? Why don't I have a peace? I should have a peace about this. What's wrong with me? This is awesome. But then I realized, he took me back to the decision I had just made based on something else where I kind of felt the same. And I realized that I once again was in a situation where I didn't have a peace about something. And then the Lord began to say these words to me, follow after peace, follow after peace. And I remembered that I had been taught many times, make sure you have a peace about it. If you don't have a peace about it, a lot of times that's God's way of telling us it's not for you. So I knew I had to make a decision. I knew I had to just simply, reach out and turn down this offer. And I did it. I did it. I didn't let it sit any longer. I didn't let it waver back and forth any longer, because I could have talked myself back into it again, if I let it go. So I did up a message and I said, it's an awesome opportunity, but I said, I don't know if you understand what I say when I'm saying this, but I don't have a peace. So I said, I'm going to have to say no. And I can tell you something. When I sent that message, I suddenly had this overwhelming feeling. It was like something rushed in to the very insides of me. It was, and I recognized it. I recognized it as what I've always heard about, God's perfect peace. And the best way to have God's perfect peace is to be in His perfect will. There will always be opportunities. There will always be great things. There's wonderful people out there. There will always be opportunities for great things. But sometimes some of those opportunities are just simply not God's will or not His timing. And we have to be so careful. I've known the struggle of feeling no peace and then feeling the amazing fulfillment of God's perfect peace. It's a good place to be, God's perfect peace. There's always going to be other opportunities. There's always going to be other situations. Who knows, up the road, God might open that door and I might go through it. Who knows, right? But ask God. Don't just go out there and randomly do whatever. Ask God, is this what you want for me? I don't mean that we sit there half of our life, thinking like, I'm not sure if this is God's will. He'll show you. He'll show you. He'll tell you. He'll tell you the way to go. God's good like that. Follow after peace, because there's nothing like God's perfect peace. Amen. God bless you. Have a great day.